So let's talk about sustainable living. And I'm not just talking about sorting your recycling, okay? This is about something much bigger, a total redesign of how we live and work. We're looking for a system where our daily actions actually support us, the planet, and our future, all at the same time. Let's dive in. And to kick things off, I want you to think about this one question. As you go about your day, your job, the stuff you buy, are you just working hard? Following the same old routines that might be inefficient? Or are you working smart, making choices that actually help sustain our world? Just keep that question in mind as we go. So, what does working smart for the planet even look like in practice? Well, the ideal, the goal we're shooting for, is something called the PPP promise. And that stands for a really delicate balance between three key things: people, planet, and profit. Now, this promise isn't just some fluffy idea. It's actually rooted in the UN Sustainable Development Goals, or the SDGs. And you can think of the SDGs as like a global to-do list for all of humanity. It's our shared roadmap to tackling huge issues like poverty, protecting our planet, and trying to create prosperity for everyone by 2030. Yeah, it's a massive ambition, but it gives us a clear target to aim for. And those SDGs, they're really built on those three pillars we just talked about: people, planet, and profit. In a perfect world, these three things work together beautifully. The drive for profit motivates people to do things that also happen to nurture and protect the planet. When it's working right, it's this amazing self-renewing cycle. But yeah, as we all know, that perfect cycle isn't exactly our current reality, is it? In fact, a lot of the time, our relationship with the planet is the total opposite. So let's take a hard look at where we actually are right now. It's a really harsh word, I know, but parasitic is pretty accurate. I mean, think about it. A parasite is an organism that benefits by harming its host. And right now, humanity is taking way, way more from the planet than we're putting back. As one source puts it so bluntly, we are scavenging the planet for profit without plowing back. We're just taking whatever we can for that immediate win, but we're completely failing to reinvest or to nurture to make sure those resources will still be there for the next generation. It's that huge imbalance that's causing all the problems. Here's a super simple way to think about it. It's easy to cut down a tree and sell the lumber for a profit, right? That's the hard work. The smart work is taking a tiny piece of that profit to plant a new tree and make sure it grows. That simple act completes the cycle. But right now, we're often just skipping that last crucial step. And this brings us right back to that core idea. If we want to fix this broken, parasitic relationship, we have to make a fundamental shift in how we think. We have to move away from just working hard and start working smart in a way that truly supports those SDGs. I mean, just look at the difference here. The hard way isn't just inefficient for you and me, it's incredibly wasteful for the planet. We're talking stacks and stacks of paper, fuel being burned in traffic, hours totally lost. The smart way, which is so often powered by technology, gets the exact same thing done while saving us time, energy, and resources. It's a win-win. It's a win for people and a win for the planet. Okay, so all this theory is great, but how do we actually start doing this? Let's break it down into some real, concrete steps we can all take to move from that parasitic relationship to what biologists call mutualism. A relationship where everyone and everything actually benefits. All right, we've got 10 of them for you. 10 simple but really powerful shifts you can start making in your daily life to work smarter for our planet. Okay, let's hit the first 5. Now, you've probably heard a lot of these before, but let's reframe them as smart work. Going paperless with your bills. That's not just about convenience, it's about literally preserving forests. Fixing that annoying leaky tap isn't just about your water bill, it's about conserving a critical global resource. And composting, you're literally turning garbage into life for the soil. See, each one is a small, smart choice that has this huge ripple effect. And here are 5 more. Saying no to single-use plastics, buying your veggies from a local farmer, switching to energy-efficient light bulbs, maybe rethinking that business flight, and hey, planting a tree in your neighborhood. None of these are some massive, life-altering task. They just need a conscious choice, a split-second decision to work with the planet instead of against it. Because ultimately, that's what this all boils down to. It's a whole bunch of our small personal choices that add up to have these massive collective consequences for the future we all share. So, let's go all the way back to that first question I asked you. Now that you've seen the difference, what's your answer going to be? Are you going to stick with the old hard work habits that are draining our world? Or are you ready to become an SDG compliant smart worker who helps build it back up? You know, one of the sources for this explainer leaves us with this really provocative thought. It basically says, look, even if you don't care about these big global goals, you should still protect the balance of people, planet, and profit for the sake of afterlife accountability. Now, whatever your personal beliefs are, that's a pretty powerful reminder that our choices have consequences that can echo far, far beyond our own lives. So here's the takeaway. You don't have to fix the whole world tomorrow. Just start with one thing. Pick one smart habit from that list and just commit to it today. Because every single one of those smart choices is one step away from that parasitic relationship and one step closer to a future that can actually sustain all of us. Thanks for listening.